Hello everyone, I'm Wish and welcome back to the channel. If you watch my lives on Twitch, and if you don't, you should, and here's the link below if you want to do that, but if you do, you know that the server has been under a huge investigation recently. We have 2 stalkers in our midst and a secret admirer, so let me catch you up to date real quick. Now, this all started when Doggy first joined the server, and he logged in one day to find a bunch of signs in his mine. Each of them had stuff written on them that could have related to anybody on the server, which made it pretty difficult to nail down a suspect list. Now, we didn't think this was a huge deal until Doggy received a note with some pretty powerful stuff in a chest. The notes were from the stalker, which they never seemed super threatening or anything, so we never really worried about it until the rest of the server found out. Now, the stalker then, we realized, was threatening Doggy, saying if he continued to keep us updated on what was going on between them, they wouldn't hesitate to blow up Doggy's anteater statue. Now, the sign stalker struck a couple more times, but it seemed to us that the stalker was much more urgent. The stalker even confiscated a note to Doggy from the sign stalker. It turned into this mini fight over Doggy while Jewel, our server-wide detective, and the rest of the server tried to figure out who could be behind this. Even though Doggy was at the center of this, it truly became about the entire server. The stalker even wrote letters on Christmas to all of us, which went as far to say and point out which ones of us they'd be happy to work with. But we really tried to keep the calm and make sure the server was under control and nothing would get out of hand. Until something a bit more monumental came to fruition from the stalker. Hello everyone, I've been thinking to myself a lot lately. I have come to the conclusion that this whole stalker thing is getting a little bit out of control. I don't appreciate the new stalkers, between the sign person and Wish's secret admirer, so I hereby declare war on the other stalkers. There can only be one of us. I don't know what this so-called war shall entail, but I have made my statement. Oh, here is the note from the sign person. It is not of much use to me now, so here, sign the stalker. Be prepared for war. It is coming. Dear Stalker, we don't believe that you're really serious about bringing destruction upon the SMP. If you're serious fucking some things up, then do it, you bastard. We'll wait. Love, the SMP. Now, we genuinely thought nothing would come of this, that they would give up and we could move on with everything, until...
Oh, I hope you are all doing well. I'm addressing you today to say goodbye. I have one last proposal for all of you. Perhaps we can end this once and for all on Wednesday, December 30th. You can either decide to hold a trial to figure out my identity, or declare war. Both options will end in a verdict, but you decide what the outcome shall be. I prefer no option in particular, so do not be swayed by my opinion. You can choose peace or you can choose violence. The war will come eventually, one way or another, so pick whatever you think will wrap this up nicely. If you have any doubt that I won't go through with the war, if you chose that, then please go take a look at Doggy's anteater. Newsflash, I did what I said I would do. I also got rid of all the materials, just so you know. This will be my last letter to all of you. I have written an individual goodbye letter to all of you. There will be one last note after this is all solved, so please look forward to that. Again, your 2 options are to hold a trial on December 30th, 2020 to figure out who the stalker is, or to declare a formal war on the stalker during a normal meeting on December 30th, 2020. During that meeting, you can discuss what the war will entail in further detail. You can decide if I should reveal myself or if I should stay secret, if it will be a full-on physical war with destruction or a figurative one through words and manipulation. That is for you to decide. I do not have a say in it. Just think about the future and what we all have to give. You can only choose one option, not both, not neither of them, one, only one. Before I sign off for the last time, I have a few confessions to make. I didn't expect this to escalate as rapidly that it has. That doesn't make any sense, okay. I was expecting this to stay as a small thing between me and Doggy. I never wanted everyone to get involved. This was only supposed to be between me and him, nobody else, nobody else. I did not want it to become everyone's entire focus in this world. This was only supposed to be between me and him, nobody else, nobody else. Now as I write this letter, I'm coming to a few realizations. I started this entire thing to give myself a purpose. If I had something to work for, then maybe all of this would be worth it. There is no reason that I picked Doggy. Frankly, it could have been any one of you. I just needed to give myself a purpose. Without this, I won't know what to do with myself. I'm feeling a bit lost right now, but I shall be the bigger person and push the end of this. I'm ending this on my terms, not yours, mine. I'm ready. I've gotten all that I wanted out of this. I've gotten a purpose, even if it was just for a little while. I am ready. Most of the things you have said about my personality and motives are true as well. Good job. There are still secrets for you to discover, like who I am. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Goodbye for now. Signed, the Stalker.
So we knew we had to call a server-wide meeting to come to our decision on what to do.
We are undoubtedly eventually going to go to war.
We can't go to war. We have nothing.
That's not true. I have all the resources I need.
Yeah, you need. That's the point. You need them, not the rest of us, not the entire. You're not ready to just fucking go freaking Technoblade on the entire server.
Nah, but I'm ready to go Technoblade for me. I have full enchanted netherite ready.
A war isn't just about one person on the server. It's clearly about all of us at this point.
If we're gonna war with someone we don't know who they are, how are we gonna fight back? If they blow something up, how are we gonna fight them back? We're just gonna sit there and be like, hey, don't do that.
It's reactionary.
We don't know who they are, which means we can't prepare for anything. We have the means to run a trial. We don't have the means to go to war.
Guys,
You don't have the means to run a trial at all. Not in the slightest. You have no idea who it could be.
Here's the thing. We have the means for a trial. I think that we should hold a trial. Because last time we held a trial, that was it. That was the end of it. Not to mention, a trial is just a lot easier. But also, if we declare war, that war is 100% going to happen. That's the whole point of doing this. And they said that like reach a verdict, and then like that'll. What did they say something like that'll be like the end of it, or like it'll end either way, which makes me think that they're like, oh, the war's gonna happen either way. I'm thinking that they're lying on that.
We're in the middle of an election.
Look.
The entire server is gonna be in transit of power, which means none of us are gonna be prepared if something out like a third party comes in and just fucking blows the place up.
Yeah.
Look, okay, listen to me about this for a second. You even said it yourself. We're having an election. They said the war might just be manipulation in words. Does that not click to you guys? They're going to try to manipulate the election. No matter what happens, it's not going to be a fair election. We don't let them have any power. If they don't have any power, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. But if we give them power, if we give them a trial, if we give them a war, it's cool.
Look, I'm not saying we shouldn't go through with the trial. I'm just saying, what are we gonna do even if we do end up persecuting someone? And what if that's the wrong person? Can we risk that kind of a divide?
Think about how polarizing that would be for the server.
A war would be pretty polarizing too, if I do say so myself.
But I'm not.
I'm pretty
not-
sure
I'm not going to
persecuting
war
the
right
wrong
now.
person for a stalker case would cause a war in itself.
Yeah, I'm not saying we should go to war right now. What I'm saying is that we don't do anything.
I think ignoring them is probably our best bet right now.
Thank you.
Thank
Jewel.
you, Jewel.
The thing is, they have planned for either a trial or a war. They have that, so they're gonna have to come up with something completely different.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to come up with something else, and they're gonna have to figure that out.
Since we made this decision, we haven't heard much from the stalker except for 2 notes. One addressed to Glen, our newest server member, and one addressed to the server. I suppose for now all we have to worry about is the outcome of the election. We'll keep you guys updated, but hopefully the server doesn't get blown up and we don't have to go to war. Thank you all for tuning in. If you do want to go check out my Twitch, here's the link, and it will also be in the subscription down below. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you want to be updated frequently for lives on Twitch as well as upcoming videos. Bye guys.